Hello everyone, welcome to our Cups of Love YouTube channel. I'm Jodianne. This is part 2 of our beach theme centerpiece creation. If you missed part 1, click on the link in the description to watch it. So now we're moving on to our third pieces, and these are some very unusual vase. They are the shape of stars actually, so we are going to be doing the same thing with these. It may get messy, but that's alright. We can always clean up. So my sand has quite a few pieces of particles. But as I said, you can always use your strainer to get rid of those particles. Then we're going to add the clearer sand on top. And you want to shake that so it is leveled. Alright. Likewise, we are going to be selecting our candles, and on the table we have some candles that are almost shaped like stars, so I think we're going to use these. Let me use the one that's closer to the sand, to the color of the sand. And as usual, we're going to try to force the candles down into the sand. Go ahead and shake so that is leveled. So now we're moving on to accessorizing. I just think that the shells on sticks works well with all the pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and add I don't think that we can put pine cones in this one, so we're just going to work with shells. Just a few shells. You could also add stones to the pieces as well. All right. think I made a mess here, but that's fine. We can go at it again. The sand is flexible, and so are we when working with these things. All right, go ahead again and add your shell on stick. Add your shell, add a few stones, put another shell, no perfect order, just want to ensure that it's fastened in the sand. All right, now we're going to go ahead again and light our pieces. Do not get burned. Alright, so we have moved on to our fourth pieces, and these are what we are working with. So for this one, we're going to add sand to it. And as usual, you want to shake it so that it is leveled. We are now going to be selecting our candle, and I'm going to be working with this type of tea candle. As usual, we want to try to get that fastened into the sand. Then I think I'm going to accessorize it with a pine cone. And a few shells. And also I'm going to be adding another shell on stick. We're not going to light that just yet. We want to do this one first. Here we're going to be adding a few stones. And we are keeping in line with the beach theme. So we want to fill this one with the stones, and then we're going to add some water. And then we're going to be using this candle. This candle is called a floater candle. So what it does is that it stays on the top of the water. So I think I'm going to add one or two shells on stick in this one, and then we're going to go ahead and light our candles. have it. Alright, so now we are on to our fifth and final piece of centerpiece this evening. Alright, so we're going to be doing the same thing. We are going to be filling this vase with sand. We can remove this out of the way because we no longer need that. Remember, it will get messy. Right, so what we're going to be doing, that we're going to be using this large candle and we're going to force it down into the vase. Now you can go ahead and accessorize by adding several pine cones, because this is a bigger centerpiece that we're working with. So feel free to go ahead and add those cones. I think I'll just leave it with the 4 cones that are there and add a few sticks, shells on sticks that is, in the mix of things. You can also go ahead and add some shells. Some shells and some stones. No particular order. And then you want to just go ahead and light your candle. That's it.